Alright guys, back in the shop today. Got our knuckle all drilled out, 9/16. Also went ahead and drilled out the threads on the retainer for the lower ball joint. We put the other side together, pulled the threads right out of the knuckle. Cast iron, it's not that strong anyways. So we went and got some replacement bolts, a little longer, with a all metal lock nut to get that pinched down. I went ahead and drilled this side out just so it's all uniform and the same. Like I said, we drilled the upper ball joint out to 9/16, and we're using these little adapter sleeves because, as you can see, there's not a whole lot of meat there, and I didn't want to go full 5/8. So now the 9/16 will fit tight, and then the misalignment spacers will fit tight against the bolt. Grade 8 hardware there. We replaced that bottom ball joint bolt with the same grade bolt. And yeah, we're going back together with it. If you're going to do this mod, I use 5/8 by 18 heims. And if you do that, you're going to want to buy or use or borrow or whatever a 5/8 18 tap and chase those threads. They're a little bit different and it won't go in otherwise. So we're gonna get this back together. Already got our CVs rebooted, re-greased, and yeah, I'll show you what the other side looks like. It's already together. But as you can see, we got the upper heim on. It's at full extension, and it binds just slightly, I think, at full extension, and that's the lower bolt there. But other than that, it's ready to go ride after we get everything else done. All right, we got both sides completely done of our upper ball joint modification. Started on our rack and pinion upgrade from the Mustang 2. We're using a bump steer eliminator kit with a bunch of different size spacers so we can get our geometry correct and hopefully eliminate all bump steer. I don't know if it'll get it done. We'll find out later after we get it off these jack stands and on the ground. After final assembly of the passenger side, we found out that we are going to need a lower ball joint. Not so bueno there. So we're talking with the dealership in Granbury, Texas, and they're going to see what they can do for us. We cut off the driver's side rack mount, the way the cast is on this mount, or this rack, sorry, wouldn't allow for it. We retained the passenger side one for now, spaced it out with a piece of 1/4 inch underneath it to locate our new rack, and we'll build off the large factory mounting points, probably with a cross member and some bracketry to get it mounted in there solid. The steering joint goes right on there, no problem. But as you can see, this little 1/4 inch here is what's used for a crush zone. So if you hit something and the front end moves, it doesn't shove the steering wheel in your lap. We only got about a 1/2 inch, maybe less. So I'll probably take that back apart and cut the sleeve that splines over it to give us a little bit more of a crush zone just for a safety factor. But so far, it's been an easy mod. Maybe have an hour in it so far. I think step 1 on the forum is take off the bumper. As you can see, mine's welded on, and we didn't have to take off anything. We didn't move the radiator. Just simply unbolt the rack, get the steering joint off, and weasel her out of there. This one's a lot bigger with those big mounting points, and it was a little tough to get in there by myself, but hold your tongue just right and you can slide her in there. You need to make sure she's centered in the chassis, and then we'll get our cross member built or bracketry or both, and get this part of the project all buttoned up.